around us. Welcome to Aries season. How y'all feeling? Hope that you are feeling good. We have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries today. Let's jump into it. Aries season has started off a little bit spicy, but it's giving you're not who you used to be, but you're exactly who you think you are. Does that make any sense? Okay. If you see me looking at two screens, it's because I'm on the YouTubes and I'm on the Instagrams. Instagram, feel free to go to the link in my bio. Follow me on the YouTube, is where a lot of my readings are going to be. And YouTube people, hello. Welcome back. Do I have a thing? Because why is this camera ashy? We gonna make it work. What's good? Welcome back to another message with keys. It is a new moon solar eclipse that is happening today. We have entered into Aries season, and it's really giving rebirth. Okay, a lot of rebirth has been happening, and we just want to jump into the messages. So Aries season is a one is ruled by Mars, the planet Mars, which is a planet of action. It's a planet of intensity, passion, drive. Aries are the fire signs. They are the first zodiac, okay, of yeah, they're the first zodiac signs. Aries are essentially the babies of the zodiac, and this solar new moon eclipse is also known as the ring of fire. So, those who don't know what a solar eclipse is, a solar eclipse happens when the moon is between the sun and the earth. Okay, so the moon and the sun are lining up. This is giving duality. It's giving the lightness and the darkness. And for a lot of people right now, it's literally saying you're not who you once were, but you're exactly who you think you are. You feel me? Like, you are exactly who you think you are. And this may look different for each person, because you could be in a period right now where you're still trying to figure out what this person looks like, what this new version of me looks like. Okay, because we have all this fire energy and we are in a Mars year, a lot of things will be crumbling down. It's really giving the walls of Jericho was getting ready to come down. Okay, and it's calling for a lot of change. It's calling for a lot of action. Hello, people. Hello, people. It's calling for a lot of action this season, especially with this solar eclipse. We've been in this eclipse portal, I think, for like 2 weeks now, since that full moon in Virgo that we had. And now we're in a new moon in Aries. So the new moon is giving new beginning. It is a fresh start. It is saying now you have laid the foundation and now you have something to build upon. And it's asking you, so what you going to do with this energy? What's new being created in your life right now? And some people could feel like they're in this in between state where I'm not who I once was and I'm not fully who I see myself as yet, but you're in this sweet space of defining what that looks like. Okay. So Aries is ruled by the first house in astrology, which is the house of self identity. A lot of people this year are going to be switching it up. Something about your appearance is different. Okay. That when you think of physicality and self-image and that confidence, a lot of people are going to be showing up differently this year, whether it's in regards to how they feel about themselves, whether it's a personal thing like an aesthetic. I'm noticing a lot of people either going to be doing something like physical, whether it's like a cosmetic surgery, or whether it's like some people are gonna be going without glasses more often. Somebody needs new glasses or be to see something a bit different. I'm also noticing a lot of people cutting their hair. It's giving a switch up, and it's like spirit is like, feel free to hit them with a plot twist. Feel free to hit them with a plot twist, because this is a brand new beginning that is happening right now. And this eclipse season is very transformative in the fact that it's burning away whether it's fear or an illusion or an idea of an old version of yourself. And it's literally saying, like, you have to burn down and be willing to shed anything that is not helping you grow, in a sense. Be willing to shed anything that is not helping you grow. Hi, people. What's going on? What's going on? We're going to get some messages for spirit. What do these people need to know? We're going to pull some ancestor messages, and then we're going to hop into the tarot, pull some clarifiers, and we're going to see. I did a class recently. Actually pulled a message for myself recently. And spring, wow. The spring card is out here, but I pulled some messages for myself the other day, and the cards that fell out, when I say literally I had all aces, that has never happened to me before. I was floored. Like, I have never had all aces. So if you've been seeing 1111, or if you've been seeing like 1234, or 234, or 345, they're it's letting you know that there's levels that you're hitting. And a lot of people are hitting new levels because you're going through this state of refinement. Literally, the spring card that's out here is letting you know that the seeds that you have been planting, the things that you have been working on, are starting to grow. They're starting to take shape, and it's requiring you to be a different person. So the things that you're going after, your manifestations or your dreams or your goals, are going to require a newer version of you. So some type of behavior, some ideas, maybe it's a mindset, even your environment may need to change in order to support this growth that is happening right now. But spirit is literally saying, like, see, your seeds are getting ready to go. This is also a very fertile time. So you want to be careful with your thoughts. Be careful with your thoughts, be careful where your mind goes and what you give your energy and your time and your attention to, because that is what is going to be expanded in your life right now. Purple is super significant. I've been seeing it a lot. I have two purple cards in front of me. Purple is also the color of the crown chakra. So this is a time of a lot of enlightenment that is going to come in for a lot of people. A lot of ideas are coming in, aha moments, and even divine communication that is coming through, that is kind of, I'm hearing like a guiding light, which used to be like a soap opera back in the day, but a guiding light is coming through, and I'm hearing like it's illuminating the path forward. Now you see clearly. Now you know which way you want to go, and now you can start to see that the things that you have been working on, how they're finally starting to take shape. And the only thing you have to do is release your fears. So you're not who you were. You're not who you once were, but you're who you believe yourself to be. A lot of people are going to be needing to tap into this energy of confidence in this new moon. What seeds are you planting for this new moon? Meaning, what things do you want to grow? What do you want to see like manifest in your life right now? So, give me some more quartz. The arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. For somebody, if you feel like you're being watched right now, it's because you are. Okay, there's a lot of eyes that are happening. Because a lot of people are developing this new aura around them. And what happens when you start to grow, or when you start to come into this energy of being confident, or feeling yourself a little bit more, maybe you're looking better than you used to look, maybe your energy is just in a different space, it's starting to it's drawing out everything. It's almost like, what is it, like a moth to a flame drawn by fire. What's that song? What's that, Janet Jackson? That's the way love goes. Moths to a flame. The brighter you shine, the more you shine, the more eyes are going to be on you, the more energy is going to be drawn to you, because there's something in you that is illuminating something within other people. So don't be surprised if there are opportunities that are going to come to you from people seeing your work, or you're going to be in groups of people and people are going to be drawn to the way that you speak or how you present yourself, or wanting to work with you. Spirit is saying, surround yourself with like-minded people while you're in this state of transformation, while you're in this state of manifesting. Literally, this arrow is out here asking you to surround yourself also with protective energy. And I feels like I've been picking up on a lot of defensiveness. Like, people have been having to defend themselves or essentially prove themselves. And I feel like you're coming out of that with this new moon. It's really giving, you don't have to stop trying to prove yourself to people. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. Only person you have to be better than or prove yourself to is a past version of yourself. This Mars energy with this Mars year that we in, it can bring up a lot for a lot of people, including like the energy of like competition or wanting to be better than somebody else. But this solar eclipse is really holding up a mirror to everybody right now, and it's asking you, who do you want to be and what do you need to do to get there? So give me some more cards for the folks. Fire. I'm not surprised. This card tried to jump out twice. This Fire Guardian. Okay. If it's not meant for you right now, it's being pulled away from you, and spirit is asking you to embrace this new beginning. So there is a path that is opening up for you right now. And all you really have to do, especially if you've been seeing 1111 or like 1234 or 1234, is to walk through the door. There's a new door that's getting ready. Somebody wants a new tattoo. I'm seeing somebody like doing something with their hands, almost like you're being molded right now. But spirit is asking you to follow your passion, follow your desire. If there's something that you want to do, create the plan of how you're going to get there, being able to move from like point A to point B. I'm also hearing like there's nothing standing in your way. The only thing that could be standing in your way right now, or from you from you creating a totally different life, is you. That is the only thing that is standing in your way right now under this new moon. There is a fresh new beginning, and the doors are open for you to take it. So where you may have felt stagnant, where may things have been like moving slow. Keep in mind, we're also in a retrograde season. Retrograde will be ending, I believe, the first week in April, like April 5th. Venus has been retrograde, Mercury has been retrograde. Venus is in regards to whether it's relationships, whether it's love, whether it is your ideas and your belief. Okay, Mercury is in regards to communication and traveling and things traveling through the air, so if you feel like your plans or your ideas, or maybe one area of your life may be picking up, but another area of your life like probably took a hit, spirit is asking you, how can you bring in the balance? Don't be afraid to burn something down or to completely start over. I feel like so many people get caught up in this energy of like not wanting to be a beginner, but everybody who's at a certain level at a top, they had to start from somewhere. So don't be afraid to start over. And that's what this eclipse energy is doing. It is opening the door for you to start over. And you're going to have to really face whatever fears may be coming up for you. For some people, that may be in regards to love. It may be in regards to moving. I'm seeing somebody moving, like wanting to physically move or getting out of the environment that they're in right now. Some people could be leaving relationships and like, I'm taking more time for myself. Spirit is saying you have the open door. The floor is open for you to do whatever it is that you want to do with it, but you're going to have the courage and the bravery like to see it through. Burn it down if you have to. Okay, there's a brand new beginning that is getting ready to come in for a lot of people. And it's like 1111 is usually the 1111 is usually the number you see when like you're starting your spiritual awakening, which a lot of people will be entering into that state right now. Pisces season was a bit rough for some people. The darker months can be a bit rough for some people simply because it forces a lot of people to go inward. So because we have stepped out of that of the winter solstice, and now we've entered into spring, it's literally going from dark to light. And the solar eclipse is reminding you that you need both. You need to take the darkness, you need to take the light that is within you and carry them both on this path to see you forward. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about like a dark night of the soul, and this energy of like feeling lost. This card keeps coming out, this energy of feeling lost. And I think that is the perfect energy to be in, because it's when spirit wants to get you close. So this solar eclipse is known as the ring of fire. Okay, I am a full spectrum doula, and in the birth world, the ring of fire is a time period during the birthing process where the baby starts to crown. And when the baby starts to crown, that means the head is like this and is getting ready to burst through. Okay, so a lot of people are in this energy of getting ready to burst through. There's something new that is coming through. There's something new that is being birthed right now, a new identity, taking new shape, taking new form. And spirit is saying you're going to have to, you may be having maybe some challenges, maybe coming up, a little bit of delays, but you're going to be able to push, literally like to push through and break out. The best analogy I can give is think of a seed literally being planted in the ground, and how that seed has to bust open out that seed to make its way up through the soil, and then it needs to be nourished. That foundation needs to be set in place in order for you to build upon it. So spirit is asking a lot of people right now during this new moon to take your time to reflect and thank yourself for how far that you've gotten yourself, because you're not who you once were, but that person that you once was and those behaviors or that mindset has got you to this point right here, right now. So it's asking you, now that you've taken those lessons and you've integrated them, now it's saying, okay, we're going to carry some things, some behaviors, or maybe some old mindsets may have to leave, but the lessons from the past you carry forward. Time to build. It's like, praise God, it's time to build. The emperor energy keeps wanting to come out with making a solid plan to get from point A to point B. The fact that I've been seeing 1111 lately has been coming through like super clear, like the door. The doors is open, and y'all, I'm from New York, okay? So if you know about the MTA system and you've been on the trains in the city, you know what you hear: stand clear to closing doors. That's letting you know that the past version of yourself is done and it's over with. There is no going back. There is no going back. It's, I just heard like entrepreneurs in my head. There is no going back. You cannot return back to, the life that you were once living. And now it's like you're in this and now you have to like see it through. That's the message. See it through, because you're not who you once were, but you're exactly who you believe yourself to be. This Aries season, Aries is the leader of the zodiac, and it's calling a lot of people to step into the energy of leadership, doing the things that scare you, doing something new that may seem completely outside of you or what you're used to doing, because there's no growth in the comfort zone. That first house is going to ask you, how you see yourself. And for a lot of people, it's how you define success. What is success to you? What does that look like? Because it feels like somebody needs to get back into like painting, whether it's painting or it's just like a creative pursuit, something that just, may not necessarily bring you like monetary rewards now, but it does something for your soul. It's for like following your soul's calling, following your desires. And for some people, it may just be something that's attached to just making you happy. Why stay in a situation where you're not happy? Because all it's going to do, I'm hearing like, it's leading to like chaos. And with this Mars year and Aries being ruled by Mars, sometimes chaos has to happen and destruction has to take place in order for something new to be rebuilt. I'm hearing, all I really want is to be happy. This Aries season is bringing the heat. It literally feels like we've been going through like a spiritual purification, where within this eclipse portal, a lot of things that can't go with us to the next level is being burned away. A lot of, whether it's for some people, it has to do with relationships. Only you know what this eclipse portal is doing for you in your life right now. Okay. And if you need a personal reading, the link is in my bio. But a lot of people right now, you're being forced to face the things that are not working for you. For some people, it's food. Because we're in a Mars year, which is a fire year, okay, a lot of people, especially when it comes to the physical body, what I've been hearing and I've been noticing is that the physical body has been going through its own natural detox process. So a lot of people, you can't eat the same foods you used to eat. You can't be around the same people. You can't listen to the same music. For some people, y'all been having like gas or inflammation, just farting, or these gastro things have been going on with your stomach. And it's like your body is literally clearing out. If you're bleeding with this solar eclipse, this is a spiritual purge that you are going through. And you'll notice how your menstrual cycle, for those who have wombs, are starting to change, or maybe you're jumping cycles. This cycle could be a little bit heavier than others because your body is going through a spiritual purification, especially if you're stepping into a new space and doing something new. Spirit, give me some cards for these folks. This is the energy of birth. Okay, spring is a very fertile season where seeds and intentions and manifestations are being planted for them to take root. And throughout this Mars year, it's going to ask you how you tend to your seeds. How are you going to tend to the things that you actually want to cultivate and to bring into your life? And this eclipse, the solar eclipse, what it's doing is it's breaking down all fears and illusion, and it's calling for you to activate your inner warrior. Because some of y'all ancestors were warriors, so everybody wasn't all love and light. I'm seeing a lot of people, especially in Aries season, don't be afraid of what is it? Confrontation. Don't be afraid of confrontation. A lot of people are going to be feeling bold, stepping into this energy of feeling bold and courageous, and not being afraid to say like what's really on their heart and their mind. And it's stepping into a newer level of authenticity, being yourself. That's all you really got to do is be yourself. Spirit, give me some cards for these folks. What can they expect with this new moon eclipse? This eclipse season could have been making people a bit restless, having you doubt this next space that you're moving into, this unknown space that you're moving into right now. For some people, they flying through it. You know exactly what's happening, you know why it's happening, you know what's being called for you. And for some other people, it's like, I don't know what's on the other side, or if I make this decision, I don't know what's going to happen on the other side, or how I'm going to be, and if I'm going to be safe, or if it's actually going to work. But the only way that you'll know the answer to your question is for you to walk through the door. It is for you to make a decision, and make a decision to go forward, even if you don't know what to expect. Somebody's gonna be leaving a job. The Empress is out here. I like it. YouTube, can you see this? The Empress is out here. It, that fertile spring energy is here, and it's asking you, for a lot of people, to nourish yourself. The way that you can call in your manifestations a bit more easier right now is to continue taking care of yourself. Somebody's going to be doing like a complete 180, like, or I'm saying like lifestyle changes. Like, it's not just, you just doing it just to do it right now. This is going to become like a lifestyle change for you. And change can be different. Change is different. When it comes to you authentically being you, and you authentically following the path that you were called to go on, when you start making changes to yourself, there's something that I've noticed is that other people won't be able to recognize you, and sometimes you won't even be able to recognize yourself. And this is an okay place to be in as well, because you're changing, and to some people, they're going to look at this change that you're going through right now and be like, almost like they're looking down on you for changing. You know how people get comfortable with you being the same person? You're not embodying that energy anymore. Literally, the Empress is out here with the Chariot card, and it's saying, what I'm doing now is I'm nurturing myself. I'm making better decisions for myself. I'm not allowing other people to project their nonsense onto me, or what they think is best for my life. I'm doing me, and I'm moving forward. Somebody is definitely moving, but they're moving away, like away from your hometown. Moving away, I'm saying somebody like moving away from a woman, or leaving like certain, it's a feminine energy that you're moving away from. But Spirit is saying, like, I'm hearing like it's better for you on the other side. There's more for you on the other side. And for a lot of people, like, life is about to literally get so much better. It's almost like a flower that is getting ready to unfold, and it's going to be a beautiful experience, but you have to give yourself permission to experience something better. A lot of you have done the inner work, and you've been taking that look in the mirror, taking the time to reflect. Maybe you took a break from social media. Maybe you took a break from, certain relationships. Maybe you took a break. For some people, maybe you took a break from going to school, and now you're thinking about going back. Something that you have taken a break from is coming back up for you right now. Your energy may be returning this spring. And if it hasn't yet, it's like, just give it time. Just give it time. So give me some more messages for these people. What do they need to expect with this new moon? I'm also hearing, expect things to shift. And when the shift comes, it's asking you to shift with the shift. Somebody's going to be coloring their hair soon, switching it up. Ooh, I like it. Somebody's also getting ready to embody a bit more, embodying their divine feminine more. So you're stepping into this energy of, I'm hearing like the Lilith energy. It's giving sexy, it's giving bold, it's giving wild, it's giving free. And I think that is the overall message with this solar eclipse in Aries, is freedom. Spirit is literally saying, like, to spread your wings. It is okay, but there's no growth in the comfort zone. And this is why life may have felt chaotic, or it felt like nothing was working, or all your ideas, just, you were throwing things at the wall, but things weren't sticking. Spirit is saying you were too comfortable in your comfort zone, so something had to be shaken up. It had to stir something in you. Maybe you've been faced with something that was frustrating, or really it was hitting your emotions real bad. Spirit is saying to spread, it's okay now to spread your wings. The light is green. Okay, that is a 2 of Wands energy, literally fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Spread your wings. I'm hearing like leaving the coop. Somebody's getting ready to take a flight, or maybe you've been afraid to like travel to somewhere that you've never been. It's almost asking you to embrace the adventure. Like, life is the adventure. I don't think I have my book close. I did a crossword puzzle the other day, sitting at my altar with my grandmother. And the puzzle that I was brought to, do I have it close? The puzzle that I was brought to, it said, here's your chance. You've gotten a chance to do something new. Or for somebody, you're being given a second chance to step into who you really desire to be. But in order to get to the person that you see yourself being, you have to leave your comfort zone. And maybe you've been too attached to, whether it's a relationship, or maybe you've been too attached to a comfortable job where you're just getting by, but it's not fulfilling. This solar eclipse, this eclipse portal that we've been in, has been breaking things down, where it's saying like there you cannot be attached in order for you to experience something new. And let me see if I can grab this book. Hold on. Intermission. Because I was sitting at my altar the other day, and I have an ancestor who loves to do crossword puzzles, and I found myself doing a crossword puzzle with her the other day. For somebody, maybe you have like a grandmother on the other side. The ancestors have been communicating so loudly lately. And it feels like sometimes you have to get into a period of stillness to be able to hear clearly. Sometimes life has to get chaotic in order for spirit and your ancestors to truly get you to a space where they have you alone. So that dark night of the soul I was talking about earlier, it really is a place of stillness. And I like to call it being placed back into the womb, where you can hear better. They have you all to themselves. So the crossword puzzle I did the other day, it said, here's your chance. And I started following certain words that I was being guided to. And some of the words on the puzzle, it says passage in your path, and to participate and to celebrate your experiences and your choices, and saying that you're going to meet new people along the journey, and along your path you're going to learn new things, and it's asking you to take a risk. Take a risk and to leap into something new, because it's going to be beneficial for you. Other words on this puzzle, y'all: joyful, experiences, choices, rejoice, savor, see it, share, value, participate, the passage, and the lifetime. And I was like, it's starting to click, where spirit is saying, you've been given a chance to do something. But some of you guys are stepping into your destiny and what you're being called to do. And maybe you're like, yeah, but I'm scared. I have to show up differently. Or maybe you're being called to put yourself out there a little bit more. And spirit is saying, like, don't worry, I got you. Like, you're gonna be okay. Don't worry, but I need you to be confident. I need you to believe in yourself. I need you essentially to be the light and allow this new beginning to take place. It's like saying, oh, like, I'm scared. And it's like, but do it anyway. Yeah, I have 2 move cards. Things are changing. Okay, you're not who you once were, but you're exactly who you think you are. And maybe there's been people around you who tried to make you think that you are not exactly who you think you are. Maybe your confidence took a hit. Spirit is saying it's time to move on from anything that is not fulfilling right now, because there's something better on the other side. Literally, the bottom of the deck says it's time to detach. You have to be willing to let go of your old life in order to step into your new role. Spirit, give me another card. Too many. I mean, bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. The purification process is happening right now. Okay, the solar eclipse, literally in Aries, is burning everything. Is burning away what you're used to and inviting in something new. This is a brand new energy, and it's okay to be a beginner. The 7 of Cups is out here. Is letting you know there's going to be a lot of choices and decisions that are getting ready to come up for you. And they want you to make the choice that is best for you without keeping what's best for somebody else, And that may be hard, especially if you got kids. But making the choices that are going to be best for you, putting yourself in a position where you are actually able to grow. And sometimes it's like shedding the old skin and being in the period where you feel very vulnerable. It's very new. You may not know like what's going on here. You may be in this period of learning something or going back to school and essentially feeling like, damn, like I feel like a newbie. You may be scared to do it. It can create a lot of anxiety during this Aries season to start something new and to step into a new version of you. But it's going to be so beneficial for you to leave your comfort zone. And somebody who's like learning a new skill or something, Spirit, give me some more cards for these people. What do they need to do? I'm hearing speak up. Speak up. For somebody, you're sick and tired of not saying anything. And I said earlier in this reading to not be afraid of like confrontation. And sometimes you have to, I'm hearing like confront the elephant in the room, and you have to call it out. You're not doing anybody any good by not speaking up for yourself and not advocating for yourself. I'm seeing somebody's boss this week getting a little out of pocket or a little out of hand, or just not being as empathetic as they need to. And Spirit is saying, like, don't be afraid to let people really know, like, what's going on in your mind, and to stand up for yourself. Activating that throat chakra. Somebody may be getting fired this week, maybe speaking up a little too much. But if you're not in a place that is providing value to your life, if it's no longer helping you grow, then it is a dead deal. It is a dead deal. So give me some more cards. The death card is out here. There's an ending that is happening right now, and all you have to do is let it happen. You're not who you once were, but you're exactly who you think you are. And that is somebody of power. That is somebody with choices. That is somebody with breath in their body. And as long as you have breath in your body, you have options. You don't have to stay tethered or stuck to one way of doing something, but you do have to give yourself the opportunity to soar. And I'm hearing like, don't clip your wings before you even see if you're able to fly. So whatever is shifting in your life right now, Spirit is asking for you to make the decision that it's going to work in your favor. Leaving something behind and embracing the journey of stepping into something completely new. Any more cards for these people? Yep, listening to your intuition. Your intuition is not going to steer you wrong. It's not going to steer you wrong. The high priestess is out here, and it's like some people's like, I don't know what's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is what your spirit is telling you to do, even if it's not making like logical sense. I'm hearing like it'll make sense to you further down the line. On the bottom of the deck, as soon as I open up the deck, it's the success card. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. The more that you trust yourself, the more that I'm hearing like practice makes perfect. So somebody practice makes perfect. If you feel like you've been doing something over and over and over again, and maybe you're not seeing results, and maybe it's not happening as fast as you would like it to, according to your ego, because that's what you're going to need to be mindful of, is your ego during this process. But practice makes perfect. You are going to continue to get better the more that you do it, the more that you show up for yourself, the more that you allow yourself to be authentic, speaking your piece, the better that you will get. You have to allow yourself to be a beginner. So give me some final messages for these people. It's time to pop out. I don't know who needs to hear that. It's time to pop out. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them what's really good and what's that you about that life. Sometimes you got to shake them up and hit them with a plot twist. But people thought they could keep you in the box. This isn't the season to do that. Every season is calling you out. It's calling you into leadership. And it's saying you can do whatever you put your mind to. But you're going to have to watch where you put your energy, because that is what is going to grow. So if you're looking at your life and you think like, this isn't, if you continue to look at what isn't working, then those are the things that are going to expand, and that you're going to continue calling in more. It's like saying shift your focus to shift your life. All right, give me some final messages for these folks. It's like saying welcome to transformation. And start and you ain't no punk. Hearing somebody like, don't forget that you have an inner warrior. You can be both a beauty and a beast. You can be both assertive and still soft. This is for a woman who feels like, I feel like I gotta be one way all the time, or maybe you was taught to be seen and not to be heard, or maybe somewhere during your life experience you may have felt silence, and Spirit is saying no, it's time to speak up. It's time to literally like open up. Like you're saying, you've been closed for so long. It's time to open up, baby, and to step into the light. What I say, speak your truth. Spirit is calling for a lot of people to speak your truth, using your voice. Let your light shine by saying what you need to say, having that conversation, being direct, being forward. I'm hearing somebody like, "Oh, they stopped talking to me." Yeah, because you was doing stupid stuff. You was doing stupid stuff, and Spirit is calling for a lot of people to not only speak your truth, but be direct with it. And when it comes to confrontation, confrontation can be healthy. When it comes to communication, it involves active listening and not listening to respond, but listening for understanding. I've seen somebody being very defensive, or every time you hold somebody accountable, they get super defensive. Oh no, that's not me. And they it's almost like they want to lash back out. And you can't talk to people like that. You really gotta leave people like that alone. But if you need to have a conversation, Spirit is saying, like, have the conversations, this week. Release it from your heart. Release it from your heart. Release it from your mind. Somebody could be getting approached, either woman to woman, or somebody is watching you and wants to come forward and to say something, but it feels like they scared because you're so different now that they don't know how to approach you. And it's it's giving you've worked on yourself, and you've done so much healing work on yourself that there's people from your past who want to come back, but they do not know how to read. They're doing little stupid stuff like hitting you up on like social media or liking a lot of stuff, but they just won't be direct when it comes to communication. That's whack. Give me some final messages for these folk with this new moon in Aries. Sometimes you have to be the one that initiates the change. End of a cycle. Literally, if you've been seeing 777, Spirit is saying it's whatever shift is happening for you right now, whatever cycle that you've been in or your comfort zone, is literally, it's come to an end. Something is dead and gone, and now it is being transformed. Some relationships will be changing for you. Your environment may be changing. Your whole world may be changing right now. And though it may be uncertain on what's on the other side of this transformation, Spirit is saying that you have everything that you need to build the life that you desire for yourself. You're not who you once were, but you're exactly who you think you are. You're exactly who you think you are. And all you have to do is keep moving forward and to keep showing up for yourself. One more card. Things are getting ready to blossom. So beautiful for you. One more card, Spirit. I'm hearing like the attitude of gratitude is what is going to hold you through this process right now. Literally being grateful for your past, because it brought you to this point where you are right now. And now that you're here, you can let some of that baggage go. You can drop some of that stuff that you've been carrying, and you can move forward. I'm hearing like pack light. You can move forward a bit lighter. So some of you guys this week coming up, you're going to need to release some things that's been on your heart, that's been on your mind. And then Spirit is saying, you know what? I'm grateful for that experience. I'm grateful for what it taught me. And now I'm ready to move forward. I'm hearing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Duality is out here. I like it. This is how we go in the message, in the power. A lot of people are taking back their power right now, because the things that have tried to keep you stuck or keep you down or keep you essentially in a box, you cannot be placed in a box. Is why Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to hit them with a plot twist. Given the duality, don't be afraid to hit them with a plot twist. Okay, you are both a beauty and a beast, and it is okay to tap into the energy of both energies. You can be of the light and of the darkness. That's carrying this. You know what your shadows are. That lunar eclipse revealed to you, and it unearthed some things within you where it showed you more of yourself. And now you can say, you know what? I needed to be who I was back then during that time, and that person has got me here. Now I'm fully taking control. I'm fully stepping into my power, and I'm not letting anything slow me down. Okay, this is the energy of get to it. And for somebody, if you're building something right now, the message for you is, I'm hearing like, build it and the people will come. So don't be afraid to move into a new space. This is also Marie Laveau, and she has a snake around her neck, and we're in the snake year. A lot of shedding will be happening within this year, and after that shed is that period of feeling vulnerable. You may feel new. This feels new. But somebody, if you're gonna be newly single and it's like, I don't really know like what to do with myself, just give it time. Give your manifestations time. Don't clip your own wings before things really get to take off. Give yourself that time. Give your growth and your process time. Okay? Because you are not who you once were, but you're exactly who you think you are. Praise God. Okay? You are exactly who you think you are, and you're still in the process of becoming. So Spirit is saying, share your light, share your gifts. Don't be afraid to speak up. Using that voice to let the whatever is coming through to you. If you're being called to share something, share your gifts with the world. Put yourself out there, putting yourself in the room to be seen. I'm hearing like stepping out of the darkness and into the light, because you're not meant to be in nobody's shadows anymore. And sometimes destruction and chaos has to take place in order for a new beginning with a solid foundation to be built. And when you have a solid foundation, you can build upon it. So don't be afraid to tear it all down if it's no longer working for you, if it's not feeding you, if it's not pouring back into you. And that's any relationship, any type of job, any friendship, any type of connection you may have that involves other people. Don't be afraid to burn it all down to the ground and to create something new. Okay. This new moon in Aries is giving. You're not who you once were, baby, but you're exactly who you think you are. And all you have to do is continue believing in yourself, because it's going to work. It is going to work. This is the season of birth. It's like saying, welcome back to the light. You may have felt like you was in a dark place before, but welcome back to the light. Welcome back. Use your energy to create the things that matter to you. And that's all you got to do. That is all you got to do. All you got to do. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I hope this message finds who it needs to find. Whether you watched it in real time, I thank you for stopping in, or maybe you watched it on the replay. But I'm about to get up out of here, and I'm about to go watch Mufasa. I'm going to watch Mufasa. Hello. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. May the message resonate with those that it needs to resonate. We're going to see. Yeah, I got some weekly messages that are going to be coming out for the folks. You can see what you need to focus on for this week. And yeah, thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for tapping in. I love y'all. Peace out.